Hello, my name is Adam Conard. I am in EDL 850 School Law, and this is my case study, Internet Use Violations. Category 1, Problem Identification and Analysis. The setting. This happens in Roosevelt High School and is located in a large city. Families have money here. Some of the wealthier families have doctors, lawyers, and investment brokers in the households. Students have the latest technology at their fingertips. Students dress with the latest fashion, and money is not a problem in this district. Who is involved in this case? Dr. Stephen Forbes. He's a principal at Roosevelt High School, and he has been for the last 9 years. He was recognized as the Principal of the Year by the State Secondary Principals Association 2 years ago. He's very well respected, well educated, and cares about his school. The second person involved in this case is Miss Walker. She has an undergraduate degree, a master's degree, and 1 year of postgraduate work. She is also a first-year teacher. Category 1. What do I know? First, we know that Dr. Forbes has created a staff of excellent teachers. He has been particular in who he recommends being hired. He hired Miss Walker right out of school due to her education and curricular knowledge. Secondly, we know that Miss Walker is a first-year teacher teaching zoology, botany, and genealogy. She has never been married and has a structured classroom focused on academics. Next, we know that the rigor of the subjects and her serious approach has caused some of the students to get frustrated with their educational experience. The students are becoming stressed and agitated. We also know that some of the students are aspiring in becoming the valedictorian, where they will receive scholarships and awards. Dr. Forbes is bombarded with phone calls from parents concerned about their child's first low grade in school. Next, we know that Dr. Forbes has put effort in helping Miss Walker in becoming a better teacher. They discuss different techniques in which will create positive interactions with students, but she has not successfully implemented any of these strategies. Parents and teachers are still not happy with the stressful experience they are getting in the classroom. Next, we have a real problem happen. Miss Walker received an email directing her to a specific website. On the website, it had highly suggestive comments about her personal behaviors and critical comments about the rigor of her classes using vulgar curse words. The final comment on the webpage was, "Who wants Miss Walker to disappear?" Lastly, we know that Dr. Forbes has been notified of the situation and he plans on investigating it further in the morning. Category 1 continued. What do we need to know? First of all, we need to know that Miss Walker is a first-year teacher and has had problems with the rigor of her classes. She has had multiple complaints from parents and teachers about her teaching styles and unrealistic expectations of students. Secondly, we need to know that she has been threatened on a web page. We also need to know that she has let her administrator know of the problem at hand. They plan on taking action the following morning. They are going to call in a suspect, Randy Franks, and some of his friends to determine if it was him who created the threatening website. Identifying the problem. The problem is, we do not know who has sent Miss Walker an email urging her to view a website in which there is a threatening message. The email uses profane language and ends in, "Who wants Miss Walker to disappear?" Category 2, Proposed Plan of Action with appropriate strategies for implementation. Step 1, handle the website. Here's the strategies I would use. Use the print screen feature. Take pictures or copy and paste the contents of the page to a secure location. This is so that the information doesn't disappear the following day and we don't have any evidence that there was a problem. We should call the district technologist to see if he can take down the website. Of course, this is after we have documented what is on the website. Share the site with the superintendent and school board members. Step 2. Find out the underlying issues. Meet with Miss Walker and get all the information that she thinks is important to the case. Have a conference with Randy Franks and some of the other students in the class discussing what is going on in the classroom. Meet with the counselor and other teachers regarding Miss Walker's classroom and her rapport with the students. Step 3. Meet with the suspect and other classmates. Get another administrator, counselor, or fellow employee to be involved in the interviews. We want to make sure that there are other adults in the room so that there is no miscommunication of what was going on in the interview process. Have a way to document the conversation. Tape recorder, camera, etc. Call in Randy Franks and get his story. Call in his classmates one at a time and to get a better feel of the classroom from the student perspective. Category 3. Resolve the issues based on promoting the success of all students. To promote the success of all students, we must resolve these issues in a timely manner. If we allow the issues to go unresolved or take too much time narrowing down a solution, the students will suffer. We need Ms. Walker to feel safe in her classroom and get back to teaching. There are several students who are concerned about their education and their opportunity to obtain scholarships by becoming salutatorian or valedictorian of the class. Resolve the issues. To promote the success of all students, we need to take down the distracting website and find the culprit. The IT director will need to assist us in dismantling the website. After this has happened, we will need to conduct interviews and narrow down suspects. The interview should start with Randy Franks, due to his snide comments in class and his exceptional ability with technology. When we find the person involved, a discipline plan will need to be set. If the student is hostile, then the student should be removed from Miss Walker's classroom, especially since there was a threat on Miss Walker. Who wants Miss Walker to disappear? Lastly, to promote the success of all students, the teacher must have a classroom environment that is safe, productive, and has set rules and consequences. The students need to know that snide comments and disruptive behavior is not tolerable in the classroom. Ms. Walker will need to be set up with a mentor teacher and go through professional development so that she can become a better teacher. Category 4. Debrief the problem by reflecting on what you were thinking, feeling, and valuing, and by identifying the issues that are unresolved or open to further investigation. What was I thinking? When I was first reading the situation, I was thinking that Miss Walker is a poor teacher. Her classroom instruction was not working, and she was not making modifications to her teaching style. A great teacher will adapt to their classes without causing the students' stress levels to rise. Once there was a threat on Miss Walker, I was thinking that she was overreacting. The students that Miss Walker are teaching are from wealthy backgrounds, and statistics say that the more crime-related offenses come from less financially fortunate people. The students are most likely wanting to get rid of Miss Walker as a teacher, and not actually kill her. There are several of the students who are aspiring to become valedictorian and salutatorian. They are most likely upset that this opportunity is slipping away from them. What was I feeling? I feel awful for Miss Walker. She is the first-year teacher and did not have a mentor teacher to help her with the hardest years of her teaching. Even though Dr. Forbes gave her suggestions, she needs someone to help her that is in a similar department and can relate to her curriculum. I am also feeling that it is indeed Randy Franks who made the website. He has a strong technology skills to create the web page, and he has also had a history of bad behavior in class. Lastly, I feel that Miss Walker needs help becoming a better teacher. She has not done a good enough job adapting to her first year of teaching. I would start providing her more professional development and give her a mentor teacher. What do I value? First of all, I value our school's reputation. We have worked hard in becoming one of the best schools in the state. I also value that I have surrounded myself with terrific staff members. Second of all, I value Miss Walker's superb judgment in calling me when she found the website. With her immediate action, we are more likely to catch the person responsible and save our school's reputation, and also provide Miss Walker with a sense of safety by resolving the issue. I also value our technology-rich school district. With the right technology, we can track the web page to the culprit and then start a plan of action for discipline. The web page should be taken down without much hassle. Category 4, what are the unresolved issues? There are issues that are unresolved or open to further investigation. They are as follows. We do not know who created the website. We have not provided Ms. Walker a solution for her not feeling safe. Ms. Walker needs help becoming a better teacher. The website is still active. There are parents concerned with their children's education. Category 5, Reflection of Standard 5. Dr. Forbes consistently demonstrates a clear and compelling sense of integrity and ethical behavior that serves as a model for all members of the school community. In the past, he has strived in gaining respect in the community. When Miss Walker was struggling in her classroom, he made an effort to help her with her delivery. On the night Miss Walker talked with him, he was very calm and didn't jump to conclusions. He told her that they would handle it in the morning, which is always a good idea since emotions can make people miss important facts. He also did an excellent job of not blaming Randy Franks, even though Miss Walker had her own conclusions. He is going to conference with several people. Even though this occurrence will most likely tarnish the school's great reputation, Dr. Forbes is adamant that they resolve the issue at hand. Standard Component 2. Dr. Forbes acted with fairness when handling this issue. He made it clear to Miss Walker that they would find the person who created the web page, yet he didn't blame Randy Franks for his action. He told Miss Walker that he would call in Randy and his friends to interview them. Second of all, Dr. Forbes consistently and genuinely treats all stakeholders fairly, vigorously expects ethical behavior, and is willing to confront those who fail to meet this expectation. He could have avoided the issue and hoped it resolved itself, but that wouldn't have been fair to his teacher. He chose to confront several students and get to the root of the problem. He also treated Randy fairly, giving him a fair chance. Standard Component 3. Dr. Forbes models personal and professional codes of ethics that are clearly reflected in the behaviors and values of the staff and students in the teaching and learning process throughout the year. First, he tried to help Miss Walker with her teaching by giving her strategies to try out. He had numerous phone calls complaining of Miss Walker's poor teaching, yet he gave her a chance to get better. Second, the plan that I have derived will get students back in the classroom very quickly. This will ensure that their education can continue. Also, by giving Miss Walker a mentor teacher and providing professional development opportunities, have given her a chance to improve without non-renewing her. This has been my resolution for the case study, and it concludes the last assignment of this class. Thank you.